All right, welcome in. As all of you know, I'm a huge proponent in the inspirational stories across the country, and I'm not sure we can get any more inspirational than this. Before I introduce my first guest, Dayton Webber, I want you to watch this video.
Here for Dayton Webber.
In for a six.
And it is good right down the middle. And the crowd loves it here in Milwaukee.
All right, Dayton. They just saw the video. What an incredible, first of all, just tell us about the Cornhole Championship and being in it and what it meant to you.
Man, I've been in the league for 2 years now, but I've never had an opportunity quite like this one. They texted me 2 weeks ago, said, "Hey, what would it take to get you out here to Milwaukee to play in the Super Bowl event?" I said, "You ain't gonna ask me twice. I'll be there."
I love it.
So when I said that, he said, "All right, perfect. You're playing with Tyler Hubbard." I said, "Shoot, that's awesome. I know the guy. I've
awesome.
listened to a lot of his music growing up, and being able to come out on that stage and being able to perform the way I did, it was tremendous for me. It was the biggest day of my life in the sport.
It's phenomenal. All right, let's take people back. So 10 months ago, when you were 10 months old, you caught a bacterial infection called streptococcus pneumonia, and the doctor said you had 3% chance to live. They had to amputate both your arms and your legs. At 10 months old, you don't know what's going on, obviously. All you've known in your life is how to manage with what you have. But I want you to talk about, what's it been like and how do you stay positive every single day?
I just stay positive every day, knowing that, everything is it's all a mental thing that you got to get through.
Yep.
A lot of times it's your own brain stopping you from completing the task, when you just gotta buckle down and dig deep, because the world's not gonna wait on you no matter what's happening to you. That's my famous quote I always look at anytime I'm struggling. The world won't wait. Get up and do something. It's not going to be handed to you. You got to be in motion all the time.
Well, there's no doubt. And now with social media, I know you're on Twitter, I saw you, but social media, the way it is, it's incredible because it can be bad and it can be so positive. When I saw your video and people responding about that, everyone's so positive. But I'm sure in your life, when you go out places, people stare and people say stuff and whatever it might be. What's your message to people that have issues in their life, whether it be physical or mental, when people they don't understand, they don't get how mean it is to make fun of somebody or to even stare at them? What's your message? I want your message to the people that are actually doing it too, because it is very hurtful, and I don't think they even realize that it is as hurtful as it is.
Yeah, a lot of times, I notice things. I always just drown things out. A lot of times it could be good and bad sometimes, because I'll get in the zone and not paying attention to my surroundings, and somebody might have actually wanted to come up and talk to me, and I just was in my own zone because I'm used to shutting things out because other things do happen. But yeah, it just everybody does things a different way, So you and your best friend might, you both have hands and feet, but you all might write differently. You might throw the football differently. You might, everything is done a different way and uniquely to you. That's what makes us all special in the first place. But I just do things differently myself. So
it's great. All right, so let's go into the cornhole. How did you get into cornhole?
So I got into cornhole just like anybody else would in the backyard at cookouts back when I was little. I always would run it up on the boards. Back then it was whoever won stayed on the boards, and
Yep.
I loved it. It was a great time. And one time I saw like a tournament going on, an actual tournament. I was like, no way, they actually have these. This is cool. I said, I want to jump in, and it was too late. They had already started the tournament up, and they told me about a local blind draw tournament. Luck of the draw. You get a random partner, and it's like $5 to enter, and they played every Friday evening. And so I started going down there, playing there, ran into a couple guys that played actual competitive cornhole, playing in the pro levels, and I just started climbing the ranks there. I started down at the bottom. I thought I was good coming into it. I started down at the bottom. I worked my way up, and then I entered into the competitive side of cornhole, where it was running in like a league, like American Cornhole League.
Yep.
And yeah, so now I just climbed up, and now I'm finally pro. 6 years into it, it was what it took to become pro.
So you get this email September 13th, a couple of years ago. That honestly, from what I'm reading, it changed your life. Just tell us about it.
Oh, it was definitely tremendous. I mean, the opportunities that I get with the ACL are great, with going out to all these different cities and meeting all these different people. A lot of networking and stuff, and you build a really good relationship with a lot of these people, and it's just real beneficial to have great friends in all these different areas, to be able to go out if you ever run into any issues or anything. You got people everywhere in the country. But on top of that, just playing on a professional level as an amputee in an able-bodied sport is tremendous in my eyes. I've always played in sports and stuff, but I never really thought about being professional at it.
Yep.
And this was that sport that I could play, that I competed with everybody else, sticking to the rules just like everybody else, and
Love it.
I am there.
It's interesting because I when I talk to some people, one of the big things that I hear is they don't want to be treated different,
No.
and it's really what you just said. It's like you're playing by the exact rules. No one's giving you any benefit. You're going to get up against the next guy or girl, and you're going to beat them. And they can
Yep.
throw with their hands, and you're doing your thing. And it's not like you're getting up farther ahead than them, and you have shorter distance or whatever it is, and you're beating them. That's freaking awesome.
And next year they're actually bringing in a rule because people were stepping over the line, and stuff like that. And it wasn't even the stepping over the line thing that was really the reason why the rule got changed. It got changed because people started crossing over into the other person's lane.
Interesting.
Was the main reason why the rule is now getting pushed into effect next year. Which now they have given me the rule will state that the plant foot must stay inside the box at all times.
Yep.
So next year they did give me an exemption to be able to continue to do my normal throw, but that's not how I roll. I don't take exceptions.
I love it, man. I love it. Even though I don't even think that's even that big of a deal, it wouldn't change if you give you an advantage. I love that you're not taking it. All right. So in wrapping up, I know we've talked about some lines and different things, but if you had one thing to say to someone that's really struggling, either mentally or from a physical standpoint, what would you say?
Man, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. You keep pushing on and pushing on. You can always reach out to me. I'll talk to you. You can reach out to any of my socials on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It don't matter. It's Dayton Webber on all of them. Y'all can reach out to me. I'm there for you. And just remember, the world won't wait. So it's not going to wait no matter what happens to you. You got to go get it. Stay in motion constantly. You got it. Stay on that grind.